Yeah, welcome to another episode of Dark Skies Podcast, coming to you live from Los Angeles, California, from the Bay to LA. Man, what's going on, everybody? Saturday night. Yes. Got the music, got the DJs. Tonight we're talking Mandela-effect, multiple universes, cartoons, Looney Tunes. Man, just want to ask you what you remember. See if it matches what we remember. But strap yourself in, light them if you got them. You found Dark Skies Podcast, recording live from Los Angeles, California, home of everything strange. We'll be right back. Oh man, it's crazy, y'all. It's a beautiful night. You know, we got weather coming up. We got some rain in the forecast, but tonight is beautiful. So thank you for joining us. I know a lot of people get out, to see Captain Marvel, and yeah, we all got a lot to say about that. But today, we're talking Mandela-effect. And, oh man, it's crazy. The Looney Tunes cartoons that we grew up watching. Oh, it's changed. Now it says Looney Tunes, as in music tunes. So it's kind of weird. So we're going to take a look at that and take a look at some more crazy theories about multiple universes and multiple dimensions and, the stuff that we got going on. And, man, it just doesn't get no crazier than, what we've been witnessing going on in this crazy thing that we call reality, though. But I'm your host, Joseph Graves, Monkey Nikes, in the building. Yes! What's up, Mike, man? Jim helping out with the sound levels. Man, doing a great job. Jennifer doing the music. Becky helping out on the ones and twos. But yeah, we got a lot to dig into today. We're talking about the Mandela effect. Once again. And we want to find out, what does it mean when we look at old cartoons and the spelling of words are different. And I'm talking about the Looney Tunes logo. I remember growing up watching Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck and, the rooster, and I don't know, it's just weird, man, because now you see things and it just don't match, like what you remember growing up as a kid. And you hope that it's some type of, like rebranding or, something that they done, recently, to get their sales back out there, to see the Looney Tunes back out. Or maybe Looney Tunes, got a new website or, they coming out with, downloadable music. That's the first thing I thought when I saw the Looney Tunes logo. And we're putting it up on Twitter. We'll have it up on a thumbnail for this podcast. And it's crazy because I know you can see it. You can Google it. You can go watch the old favorite, cartoons that you may have grew up watching, and you may notice a change. And that's what the Mandela effect does. It, hit you with these little subtle changes. But this one is not so subtle. I mean, looking at the Looney Tunes logo and you ask yourself, what am I looking at? Did Looney Tunes do something, different? Is there something new coming out. And, a lot of people say, no, man, this is, Looney Tunes. Now, it's kind of funny because I know Looney Tunes, sounds like Looney Tunes. And, it could be some type of mistake, right? Yeah, that's what it is. That's what the Mandela effect does too. It makes you look at things and say, yeah, maybe it's a mistake on a sign, and maybe it was a mistake on this branding or on this logo, on this design, or on this story. But no, I mean, if you look at the website and you look at, videos and it says Looney Tunes, and it's just weird. Even when you go to type in the search, for Looney Tunes, it gives you the opposite. Looney Tunes. Because that's, what you're looking for, right? Not like, nah, that's not what I'm looking for. I didn't know that existed. I mean, what's Looney Tunes? But then, so many people are chiming in. I mean, they hit me up. LC, this is a Mandela effect. Like, nah, man, this is something new by Looney Tunes. No, it's a Mandela effect. It was actual change. So I started doing research and I'm like, dang, something is I missed. So anyway, Mikey was telling me that this is one of our lists, of Mandela effects, our changes that we had recorded, but I never really paid real attention to because, I get caught up in the map and the continents and the climate and, the stuff that, can affect us, physically. But no, Looney Tunes, cartoons, I'm big, I'm a grown man, grown man sitting here. So I don't watch cartoons like I did when I was a kid. But I'm quite sure, I used to watch Looney Tunes. What's up, Doc? Can't say this, hasn't been a slice of heaven because it hasn't. Remember all the little things Bugs Bunny used to say? One of the cleverest, one-liners used to hit you with. That's all. But yeah, he used to come on, I think, pretty much Saturday mornings. It's Saturday night here. But I remember Saturday mornings as a kid, I used to watch Looney Tunes and, so many different cartoons. I used to sit down and watch them pretty much as long as they stayed on. Commercial come on, then you go to the bathroom. Go get something to snack on out the kitchen. Hurry up before the commercials over. But even back then, commercials were kind of cool. I mean, you could sit down and watch the cool commercials because they showed you all the little cool little toys that came out. The new He-Man toys, or the new G.I. Joe toys, or, if you're a girl, the My Little Ponies, or, the Barbies. So, it was different, things that hold your attention if you was a child, probably to keep you, to keep your focus right there on the television. Wait to show you an episode of, something else that's coming up later. Ooh, I'm going to sit there like I can't get up. I'm going to watch that too. After Looney Tunes, I'm going to watch some Tom and Jerry. I'm going to watch Scooby-Doo. All these different shows, come on. And I'm going to watch Scooby-Doo because the Globetrotters are going to be on with them, today. I can't wait to see that episode. You remember that, Scooby-Doo with the Globetrotters? So, yeah, I mean, so these are cartoons that we grew up with. They were kind of generic. Kind of like the Laugh Olympics. But, Warner Brothers, I don't know, WB, it was just a little bit bigger, because Bugs Bunny, was the star. Because, you had the Space Jams. I mean, all that stuff. I mean, now it's just, you ask yourself, what kind of universe am I living in? Where they don't even get the Looney Tunes correct. So this is what, you know, Looney Tunes look like in this dimension or in this universe. So we ask ourselves, because it has to be a multiple universe theory, right? Because this is not the Looney Tunes I grew up watching. Especially if you're trying to present this as this is Looney Tunes forever, throughout the past and up to now. No. Okay. It has to be some type of explanation, right? Is it multiple universes? Is it, saying open a portable black hole and somehow we were affected by this portable black hole or this miniature black hole or I don't know, man. I'm just throwing up stuff. But I do know that when you look at Looney Tunes, it just doesn't look nothing, like, what I grew up watching. And if I look at it like that, I mean, it just looks like something new, like a new branding. Something new and different that they're trying to throw at the world, trying to bring the kids in, bring the kids back and get them back interested in Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck and Speedy Gonzales and the Coyote and Roadrunner and all the different characters. I remember there's many of them. So what does it mean when you see these changes? Because like I said, it could be multiple universes, right? Could maybe in the first universe or the universe that I grew up in or was first born in or started out in, or however you want to say. Looney Tunes was Looney Tunes. Cartoons was cartoons. Now here it is, Looney Tunes. So is this different? Is it a different place where the continents are different? It's just wow. Especially when you hear comments and you hear people from around the world that have similar memories, like, oh man, it was Looney Tunes. So I'm not crazy. I'm not the only person to have this memory. If so, then, I'll chalk it up to, hey, fuck it, it's gone. But when so many other people say, nah, man, I remember that exactly like you do. I remember Looney Tunes, as in like cartoons, Looney Tunes, not Looney Tunes, as in music or sound. It's ridiculous. I mean, and hit me in the comment box. Tell me which one you remember. Because it's weird because some people remember Looney Tunes, as in music tunes. And some people remember, Looney Tunes as in cartoons. It just depends on who you are. I mean, it doesn't make you strange or weird or nothing. It's just, it's what you remember. It's what your history says, your mind, your memory. It's just weird that, when your memory says one thing and then your history and reality says another thing. And it can't be right because your history and reality used to match and your memories and all that stuff used to make sense. Now it's all over the place and you're trying to make sense of it. So there you have it, man. I mean, wow. So we're going to take a quick break, man. Light 'em if you got 'em. You're listening to Dark Skies Podcast, live from Los Angeles, California. Brought to you by DirectConnectPlumbing.com. Handling all your plumbing needs.
I can tell you something, but you tell me, do you want to talk about? You say you got a lot on your mind, sit down, let's talk about. I hate to see you feel this way, so tell me what can I do to make it better for you, make it better for you, babe. Hey,
What's up? Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up?
Now baby, tell me what I gotta do to get you to talk about. Cause we've been together a little too long for you not to talk about. Oh, so tell me what do you like me to do to help you, help me, help you. Cause I don't really wanna chill without you. Tell me why.
Yo, what's up?
we're so lucky to be living in this time and space, experiencing these things on this level, or on so many different levels, and together. And man, I get so many messages, and thank you to all my friends in Virginia, New York, everybody in the tri-state area, because I get so much feedback, Kansas City, Missouri, right? St. Louis. St. Louis, so many intelligent people in Georgia. So many intelligent people. Florida. And you'll be surprised all around the world how many people relate to the Mandela-effect, relate to multiple universe and quantum theories, and, just have open minds when it comes to just grasping the idea of thinking beyond yourself. Thank you, UK, France, Germany. We're lucky. We're lucky because right now we have the ability to reach each other. Comments. We have people in the YouTube, right, making videos. Making videos pointing out Mandela effects and, teaching the world. It's not necessary for me to do this. But I'm a part of a community, and the community does a great job of motivating me to continue. Especially my curiosity when it comes to this subject, and so many subjects that gravitate towards this subject. I mean, this subject encompasses so many different areas. All the areas of reality, to be honest with you. The human body, the soul, the mind, the spirit. It's wild, man. It forces you to better yourself and expand your horizon. That's why I admire my listeners. I mean, when I see people checking in, from Australia, Canada. I know that there are intelligent people out there. In Sweden and Poland. That's why, a small podcast, start off, young man from Compton. Looking at all the crazy stuff around me in my neighborhood and, my surrounding communities. But then to see so much more, to know that there's more, to experience it. And I ain't just talking about, reading a book and having an imagination. No, I'm talking about actual reality. You're feeling it, you're seeing it, you're smelling it, you're tasting it. Your senses are in tune. So, is it really a multiple universe, actual reality thing going on here? I mean, how the hell can I say this? I mean, because it just seems so hard to just comprehend. Because the universe is a big place, people. I always do shows on space, and I tell people, just to try to give you an idea of how big the universe is, I tell you that, this is the United States of America. America. But we're on Earth, right? We're on Earth, and the Earth is going around the sun. The sun is a star. The sun is a star, and they got other planets going around it, It's our solar system. And our solar system is just one sun with a solar system going around, a Milky Way filled with, billions of stars. Could be billions of solar systems. All going around a supermassive black hole. Make up only one galaxy. One of billions of galaxies. And that just makes up one universe. One of countless, many, who knows, infinite universes. Some just like this one, some slightly different. Where our continents was, South America directly beneath North America. Greenland smaller. Had a North and a South Pole. I don't know. I mean, life is crazy, and we see this, and we're lucky to experience it because, versus the alternative, right? Not experiencing nothing. To exist versus to not exist. Which one do you choose? I always choose existence. I want to survive. I want to understand my survival. I want to understand the meaning of my existence. I want to, ask a question. I mean, it's so scary when you start to ask yourself,